Kicking it with KeKe. Kicking it with KeKe. Kicking it with KeKe. Full of personality. Switching up the storyline on God, we making history.
Writing books, changing lives, one day at a time. Put your problems to the side. Enjoy yourself. Free your mind.
Kicking it with KeKe. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Kicking It with KeKe, Life, Love, and all that other shit. I am your host, KeKe Chanel, award-winning author, lifestyle blogger, certified life coach, as well as host of Kicking It with KeKe. You guys already know how I do. I like to give my guests the opportunity to introduce themselves. But before we get into that, y'all know the overall theme for Kicking It with KeKe is all about mindset and personal development. I believe that when you operate as your higher self, you go through life more abundantly. That being said, how you doing?
Hey, what's good? How are you? I'm good. How's your day going so far?
Everything is good. Thank you for coming to kick it with me. So, I know who you are, but tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hey, what's up, you guys, everybody, listener, viewers? My name is Raven Collins. I normally, my public name is Dream. How did I get to the name Dream? We're going to get along with that, but I am CEO, founder, and host of Dream House TV, DHTV, which recently just, we started last year in September. And our first year anniversary started to come up again, in September as well, right? We made it in 1 year, we made it. So, that's pretty much what I do. Dream House TV is basically all about the indie artists. What I do is we go around and we get in contact with different organizers for different events, and they have artists that actually comes out and they perform. And what I do is I basically go out there as media and get all the content that they need for them. Not only that, but I do not charge them for the content. Nice. I give it to them for free because this is something that you really, this is something that you want to do. Mm-hmm. So how many medias, really gonna come around and just give you the content that you want for free like that,
None.
Right. So that's pretty much what Dream House TV is all about. We're all about, the indies, all about the community, just getting out there and basically giving back.
Okay.
Right.
I love that. We're gonna have to talk about this free stuff though, but yeah. Yeah, and you jumped the gun a little bit because I was gonna ask you what you had coming up, but you done told the people, listen, y'all make sure that y'all celebrate her. She is going on the 1-year anniversary of Dream House TV. Hey, yes, congratulations. Okay, so before we get into today's topic and all things Dream House, mm-hmm. I have to ask you these two questions that I ask all my guests because, the overall thing for Kicking It with KeKe is all about the mindset and personal development. Mm-hmm. So when Dream thinks of mindset, what does that mean to you?
Mindset, to me, I'm real big on I want to say energies. And sometimes when it comes down to energies, the people that you hang around, sometimes they can have an impact on the way that you think, the way that you move, so when it comes down to the mindset, to me, it's basically setting your mind and knowing and going for something that you really want, like making sure that you have a goal, going for it, like be who you are called to be. In other words.
No excuses, right? No excuses. Being yourself unapologetically.
Exactly.
And so I believe that mindset has a major impact on our personal development. Mm-hmm. When you think of the two words personal development, what does that automatically say for you?
Where do you want to see yourself go? Like, how do you see your future self? In other words, like from where you are now, picture where you want to see yourself a year from now. And kind of work on that, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, it all has, it all has a way to deal with you developing yourself as a person whole, period.
Absolutely.
That's how you find out what it is that you're supposed to do in life. Mm-hmm. That's how you find out where the goal or the road that you're supposed to take on life. Not only that, but it's going to lead you to the right people. It also leads you to the wrong people, so that way you can know who the right people are.
Oh, that was a bar. I didn't mean to cut you off, but oh, we goosies already. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. So that's what I take all of that in consideration when it comes down to personal development. Not only that, but of course, other people will see who you are before you actually see who you are truly meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna come across those to where you're like, oh, they're gonna tell you, okay, well, look, I see you have such and such. This is what you're called to be. Oh no, that's not what I want to do though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that's all about building your character, finding the track that you're supposed to go on.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say that a lot, you guys, because finding the path and knowing exactly which direction you want to go, it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but it also gives you a clear view, a clear vision as well too. So, like I said, man, personal development. Just don't think of it as physical wise. No, mentally, spiritually, financially too.
All the things, right? All the things. It encompasses all those things because it's personal.
Mm-hmm.
All those things should be personal to you. Getting your finances in order, making sure that you have a spiritual life, making sure that you are emotionally intelligent and emotionally available, making sure that you're present, mind, body, and spirit. So I love your explanation of mindset as well as personal development, because I love that you say how sometimes you can hang around the wrong people to get you to the right people. That is so true, because it's levels to it. Some people come in our life for a reason, a season, to teach us a lesson or give us a blessing, and so on and so forth. But you have to be tapped into the right mind to understand who's for you, who's not.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that brings us to today's topic, and it's called food for thought. Food for thought. And before we dive deeper into that, let's talk about the name, because your real name is Raven. You go by Dream. How did Dream come about?
Okay, you guys. So Dream came about some years ago. Okay. This is why, I was still, just doing my little thing, in the streets and whatnot. But there was this lady that I used to work with, and as a matter of fact, the movie Dream Girls just came out.
Okay.
So it's hot at that moment, right? So yeah. So the lady that I was working with, I can't believe I'm gonna tell you this story. Okay, so the lady that I was working with, right? One of her relatives, had a crush on me, that type of thing. So when it came down to that, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna call you Dream. And I'm like, well, why are you calling? She actually called me Dream Boy, not with a Y, with an I.
Okay.
And that's pretty much how it came about with Dream. But instead of that, I kind of switched it around a little bit, and kind of get into a career thing. That's why you come up with, Dream House. So just from that nickname, from me getting that point to Dream, it's like, okay, cool. I understand why she gave it to me, but I could turn it around for something else. So that's how Dream really came about. And Dream House just felt so right, because at that point in time, it's like, I basically have control, over pretty much what, so you got to understand, when you're in your house, you have control over what it is that you wanted to do, what you wanted to come in and what you wanted to come out of it, that type of thing. So that's pretty much how Dream House came about.
I love it. I love that. And you're absolutely right. Like you're helping other people fulfill their dreams, but you're also making sure that you are in control of what comes in and out of your house, what comes through your house, because not everybody's supposed to know where be able to come into your house. So the fact that you have that Dream House TV, I love it. I love it. I thought you was gonna go a little bit deeper in that story because you was blushing a little bit, but okay, we go.
Because I had to think about it. I didn't want to put too much out there, but yeah, you guys, Dream came from, I used to be the ladies person back in the day. Okay. So that's how the name Dream came about, just to cut all of it short.
There you go. Listen, we ain't trying to stir up no trouble. She said back in the day. In the day. All right. So we are both from Louisiana. Hey, shout out to the boot.
Shout out to the boot.
Okay, so What is one thing that you would like to bring back to Louisiana from all of the things that you've learned by having your own television and being in different spaces? Because I know you're in that Texas area. I won't tell exactly where you are. You could do that if you decide to do so. But what is one thing that you would like to come and give back to Louisiana?
Letting them know that there's more out there. The part where I'm from is from Homer, Louisiana, around Thibodeau, like around that area type stuff.
You
So
at the bottom, y'all.
yes. So you guys, if you're not familiar, or if you are familiar, you know why I want to go back home and do what it is that I want to do. As for, like I said, going back home, let them know that, hey, you guys, I used to be here too. There's always better. Because to me, it's like this, and I'm not saying it's the whole part of Louisiana, but in Homer, once you was there, you was stuck there. And sometimes when you get there, you're like, okay, you stuck. Trust me, the food will have you stuck. Okay, the music will have you stuck. Okay, the fact that they sell alcohol all time, hour, that will have you stuck. Okay, out here in Houston, they shut that down at 11 o'clock.
Right.
We have to go to a liquor store to buy hard liquor. So it's just like, and they close at 9. So you guys, when I say I understand Louisiana to the fullest, because I miss it myself sometimes.
Yeah.
But there is more out there, you guys. There's way more out there. And you just have to want it for yourself in order for you to actually be able to be like, okay, let me branch out a little bit. I'm not saying move right away, but at least travel and go see, like, okay, I can see me being here. And I can see, I can see me actually grow, whether it's music, whether it's poetry, no matter whatever it is that you want to do. Get out of the stuck situation, because I was once stuck myself.
Right.
So, I mean, just going back home and giving them my testimony, not only that, but hey, any artist that's really trying to promote yourselves, this is what I'm here for. So I would love to go back home and just have it to where we can go and we don't have to worry about no shooting, you know what I'm saying? No violence, all the rest of that stuff. We can actually go out there, they can have a show, people can perform, and it's called networking. And then, like I said, next thing you never know who actually pops out, who actually sees your videos, not to mention not only that, you guys, but we do have a YouTube channel. And it haven't been a full year yet. Like I said, it's coming up in September, but we are already at 13K subscribers. So,
yes.
right.
I love it.
And that's just being out there in the community, like actually, dealing with certain people. Not only that, but I love to travel.
Right.
I love to travel. So when it comes down to that, hey, I'm sure, book me. I'm coming, like that type of stuff. So like I said, networking and actually just branching out other than just staying in one spot. Everybody know everybody. Get to know somebody new.
Listen, okay, so we're talking about food for thought. So I want to know your food for thought on this particular topic. And I'm glad that you just said what you said about get to know somebody else. What do you think, or what is your food for thought to tell the listeners about the phrase no new friends?
No new friends. Me, how I look at it, sometimes your old friends become new friends. And I say that like this because as you grow in life and go along your journey and step into who you really are meant to be, people change on you.
Oh, talk about it.
So that's why I said, when they be like, no new friends, I would rather come across a stranger and we kind of, click, connect. Okay, how can I add to you? How can you add to me? Other than to be around somebody that I knew for years and all this time you hate me. So it's like I said, sometimes your old friends become your new friends. Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You ain't have to say nothing else because I got it. Listen, I got more goosebumps. We could talk. That's a topic in itself. And I just posted today on my Instagram channel an old clip from season 2, and I was talking about one-sided relationships. So the fact that you said your old friends can become your new friends, sometimes your old friends were never your friends.
True that.
Let's talk about that. Because when you start to grow and elevate, they always remember when. You remember when? Oh, I remember when she, don't stay away from those remember when people, especially if it's a negative, So my food for thought when it comes to no new friends is to make sure that you are Surrounding yourself with like-minded people.
Right.
Getting in those spaces to elevate yourself mentally first, because you gotta be able to think that you belong in the room in order to even go in there.
Right.
A lot of us psych ourselves out by names or faces, like, okay, this is a celebrity, they having an event. Dang, I don't know if I should be there. Why not? Why not? You know, you never, I mean, they were once that like you at some point. So the new friends, stop saying that, because sometimes you can meet a complete stranger that will become your best ally and can help you, and you help them go to the next level. Exactly. I love it.
You know, sometimes they, like you said, oh, I remember when. Oh, I remember when. Yeah, okay, cool. That's understand. But what about now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you remember now? Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm big on support. When I say I'm big on support, I'm big on support. Like, even, and you know this for sure, you know, like, behind the scene, I love to be behind the scene. Why? Because it's like, okay, cool. If this is what you want to do, I'm going to help you push. You know, I'm gonna support you. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, is this something that you're serious about? Well, how can we get it out there? You know, how can we get it out there? How can we help spread the word? You know, like who can we connect with? Who can we talk to? How can we help them? How can they help us? Right. You know, so like I said, it's all about, I'm big on support. I'm big on networking, because like you said, it's called strangers, and you didn't even know that you know what I'm saying, that it was like, okay, cool. I ran into the person that I needed to connect with today. You know, that type of stuff. And then next thing you know, like you said, you have this connection not only there, but you also have this friendship that you're building.
It's all about connections. It's all about connections. It's all about building. And we've been communicating with each other for years, but this is our first time actually seeing each other and connected like this. So I'm ecstatic to have you on here. It's like,
right, like,
yes, I love it. So it just goes to show you that, you know, even though you like working behind the scenes, you still made an impact, because whoever you send my way, I'm booking them. Like, okay,
right,
because you've given me awesome people, so I trust you like that. I take your word for it. You know, your word is bond, and some people's words. So we're not even gonna talk about that, because some people just they can't even stand on the word. So food for thought. Food for thought when it comes to keeping your word, or having that sense of integrity, or making sure that people know without a doubt, look, I might not know her personally, but I know that when she tell me something, that's her word. So food for thought on keeping your word. What can you say to the listeners?
Okay, so you know how they say first expression is everything. Cool, met you one time, we vibe. I'm not tripping on that. But when it comes down to business wise, personal, cool, it's whatever. But business wise, you're on other people's time. Okay, other people's time, which means that yes, at that point in time, okay, yeah, you wanted the help, you know, you wanted that spotlight, you know, that type of stuff. If you're not serious about it, don't waste time. And I'm big on that. On time, I'm so big on please do not waste my time.
I don't like that either.
My time towards something else.
And you can't get it back. You can't get that. You cannot get time back
at all. At all. So when it comes down to that, you guys, like, if you're not serious about it, don't waste our time, because we're serious about what we got going on.
Facts.
You know, and people have to take that in consideration. Like, cool, like, even if it's like the same day that morning, at least let me know. Just don't have me waiting all day, and then when it's that time for us to do what we gotta do, no call, no show.
Crickets.
You do that on a regular job, they're gonna fire you. Okay, they're gonna fire you. So
exactly.
So why not take in consideration something that you take? You say that you take it serious. We take ours serious too. So don't waste our time.
Right.
And I'm, like I said, I'm real big on time. I hate it. Don't waste it. Let me know ahead of time. Cool. Just let me know.
Look, it's a running joke between my friends. They was like, look, we already know KeKe gonna be extra early. So if we riding with her, because we know we gonna be on time. I don't like being late for anything, because I had to overcome that as I was younger. And it was beyond my control, because when you have to ride with other people, or when you're dealing with, when you putting all of your getting somewhere in the hands of other people, you own their time.
Right.
And if they don't care about getting you somewhere on time, guess what? You ain't gonna be there on time. So I pride myself in being punctual, and I want everybody to be that way. But we just have some of us that's just ain't gonna do it.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But when you do show up as your best self. Give your all. Make sure that your word means something. Make sure that you are bringing good energy to the space that you're occupying, and make sure that you're leaving a lasting impression on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That matters. Yeah.
You don't want to be the person that cries shit, that cry wolf, and then
ain't nobody coming to save you when the real wolves come.
Exactly, because you done said, okay, that's 4 times. First of all, for me, it only take one time. Okay, but hey, God touches hearts. So I at least try to give you my baby 2.
I'm a 2. I'm 2.
About two. That third one is like,
right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
But you might get 2.
Yeah, you know what, you get 2. And my daughter tell me all the time, you give people the benefit of a doubt too much, Ma. And I'm like, I guess. And I do it because I would want somebody to give me grace. And that's all it is. Having self-compassion and empathy, and then grace toward yourself as well as other people. So I would love for people to give me grace. Some people just don't know what grace is, and like, oh my God.
Right.
Let's have a conversation about that. And that's a whole nother show.
That part, right?
Yes. But I want to talk about, how did you get into the media space?
So with the media, okay, so you guys, you would never, okay, so this is my story. I never thought ever in life that I would be media personality. I never in my life would have thought, because ever since started working at 16, I always been in the food industry. Since 18, I've been in management in the food industry. So, it just kind of just been there for that whole period of time until this one day I was at work, and I was actually the manager of the shift, and Chef Byron Davenport. He approached me. And it's crazy because at that moment he just wanted to speak to a manager. Okay. I was trying to duck and dodge another conversation anyway. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go ahead. I don't know if he coming to complain or what. I don't know. But I'm here for it. Okay, I'm here for it. But no, what he wanted to do was he wanted to actually come into the restaurant and record. Like he do for his show as well too. Of course, the Wyson, THEWISN. You guys, y'all go and check him out. He's a chef. He goes around and he helps small businesses and different restaurants and stuff like that too. You'll be
the Wajito show.
Right, the Wajito show. Yes. Right? It took me a minute to get it down packed too. So trust me, yes. So he came in and he started telling me about his show, and his vision behind it and his purpose behind it as well too. So we sat down, we talked for a little while. I was actually about to get ready to clock out. Like my last 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I was talking to him. At that point in time, I already done clocked out in my mind. Like, look, we can sit here and we can talk, okay? So yeah, he started telling me, and then he was like, he would like to bring me on as part of his team. Of course, me, making the money. I don't think I really have the time for it, like that type of thing. So actually one of his recordings that he had, he invited me out. And I just went out there for more support. Like, hey, I'm here, let's see what it is that you do, that type of thing. And at that moment, it just like boom, I became the camera person. So coming from the camera person to that show, I also became his manager, getting him booked, of course, with interviews, different magazines and stuff as well too, which came, and every one of them that I got for him, I was excited. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, cool, like I accomplished, a little something. So, as it kept going, I just started reaching out more and more to people. So, that came about. Then, of course, he traveled back and forth to Peru, that type of thing. So, I got him set, I got him straight. And then from there, I started, it was supposed to be another show that I started, and it was supposed to be I Hustle TV. But of course, you have those people that come and they go. Yeah. So, and at that point in time, it was like, okay, cool. And at that time, that's when I realized, okay, you guys. So I'm a PK. I'm a preacher's kid.
Okay.
So when it comes down to me tuning into, with God and His word and listening to Him and my intuition and stuff, He was basically saying you don't need anyone else to help you. In order for you, right? In order for you to really go for what you want, sometimes you have to start by yourself. So me, man, of course I had to hit my head a couple times. I'm like, well, God, I want somebody, I want to have a team person that can climb the ladder with me, But He kept saying, everyone can't go with you,
right?
So I'm like, okay, God, okay, God, I hear you. But me hearing Him and not taking action is what was actually putting myself behind, because He's telling you what you need to do. Now it's up to you to actually take that first step.
Oh.
So, He put you in certain predicaments, to be like, okay, well, look, boom, I'm going to put this in front of you. Now what you going to do with it? And so, you guys, since then, I left my job, management, making good money, you guys, good money. When I tell you, I was between a rock and a hard place, because I was trying to figure out, okay, do I want to take on media full time, or do I just want to because my schedule, the media wasn't part of it at all. So I had to rearrange my schedule first. And then, so now it got to the point to where I was like, why am I here? When you get to your 9 to 5 and you're like, why am I here? That is a purpose of letting you know that, hey, you're not really stepping in your purpose. You're not walking in what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you really want to go after? So, like I said, you guys, I never thought about it. But when God put you in this path, and he, like I said, He put it in front of you. Now, what are you going to do about it? So what I did about it was I went ahead and I stepped out on faith. And then not only that, you guys, that was, like KeKe said, that was some years ago. Okay, so I've been behind the scene for a while, but to now actually have my own show, to be the person behind the scene. Not only that, but I'm not just the person that's just sitting on my butt. I'm actually out here at these events. The recording is me. The editing is me. The whole thing, the whole thing. So like I said, sometimes it doesn't take a team for you to get ahead. It just have to take for you to start.
And then your gifts will make room for you.
Yes.
When God say it's time to hire a team, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna hire that team.
Hire a team.
Yes. But that was a word for me, because you have to get out of your own way. And when God give you that vision, if you don't write it down, you will lose it. But when you're already ready, you don't have to get ready, because you already ready.
Exactly.
And God is gonna give you. He's not gonna give you what you ain't ready for. I'm just a firm believer of that. True. Because I'm starting a magazine and it's dropping in January, so I need you to come to the magazine launch party, January 6th. I need you to be in Louisiana. Put it on your calendar.
Will do. Look, I almost got up and wrote it down right now, but that's okay. We're gonna lock it in. Yes. Like I said, I love the travel.
Listen, so y'all see it here. If she don't show up, then y'all already got it's proof right here that she was invited personally.
I'm coming. That's Louisiana. Look, that's home, baby. That is home. I am coming. You know how
first Saturday in the new year. My birthday is New Year's Day, so you already know it's gonna be a party.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh, we come and turn up. Okay.
Yes. All right. So food for thought. And you pretty much told us about it, but I wanted you to, go a little bit in more depth with anybody that's listening, that's ready to get into the media space and too afraid to step out and do it. What would be your food for thought for them?
Food for thought. And it's just to go down the line of the things that I've learned in the process of numbers. Right now, just starting off, don't worry about the numbers, because that will drive you crazy. No matter what, YouTube, podcasting, all that, you guys, the numbers will drive you crazy. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if it's something that you are naming, like your baby, you bringing it up, expect your most supporters to come from strangers. You might think it might come from family, which it might. You might have some friends, but the more you grow and the bigger it becomes, be expecting people to drop off. You know, they was part of your path for a reason. Not everybody's gonna stay, that type of thing. But always, everywhere you go, you have content. No matter where you're going to eat out at a restaurant, no matter where you're just going to the library. As a person that is media, content is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Literally everywhere. Like I said, you can go out to eat. You can go to a birthday party. Okay. You can go to concerts. Okay. I'm like everywhere. So when you think like, oh man, I don't have any content. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Go take a walk down the street. You have content. Show
And
your
if your phone is with you, you gonna have content, because turn that camera on and let it roll.
Exactly. Not only that, but people like to listen to different stories. You know, if you are a writer, if you are, if you're poetic, write. Write. Not only that, put a little music behind it. Hey, make it work for you. Make it work for you, because I mean, only you know the result that you want to actually come out of it. So you have to put in that work.
Yeah.
Have to put in that work.
It is amazing that you say that, because I did an interview with a guy yesterday, and that was his thing. He said, I am going to be the best actor to ever live. I am putting in the work, and I know that God is not going to allow me to do all of his work for nothing. So you got to do the work. You got to show up. You got to do the work, and you have to be consistent.
Yes. Yes. Even when you don't feel like it.
Because I've been in media for a long time, and I didn't know that it was media. Because when I'm going to concerts, I'm out to dinner with my husband, just making like little videos and stuff on family trips and stuff like that. That's media. I'm posting it. That's media for me. And I'm like, okay, God, I've been in media for a minute, but I'm just getting into it. Like, I'm just tapping into the podcast. Has given me a new vision. Like, a part of my purpose is media. I love this space. I think that I'm very good at this space.
Right.
And I cannot wait for y'all to see this magazine. It's just gonna take the KeKe Chanel brand to the next level.
Right. Hey, look, there's always more than one way to shine. Okay, always more than one way to shine. Just because you see one person shining like this, it might not be meant for you to shine like that. Go for what you know. What you're good at, find some kind of way to make money out of it. Like, I'm a people's person, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I went get into media field, so I'm thinking about, okay, all these years I've been in the restaurant business and stuff, all of that led up to me being in the field that I'm in now. Because in order for you to go out here to these fields, you can't think that people just gonna come up and talk to you. No, you have to have that personality to where it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, well, hey, my name is such and such. What do you do?
Put yourself out there.
You have to, because if you sit up there in the corner and you just pouting and really not talking to anyone, what good is that going to do you?
It's not. And see, the thing for me is I'm an introvert, but I am learning to follow my first mind and connect with that person in the room who I have that energy with.
Right.
And that has never failed me yet. Like, I could be on somebody's live and somebody could be in the comments and say something, and we can vibe off the comments that we make. That is so real. But I realized that moving into the media space, as far as like the podcast and the magazine, in order for me to do that and be successful, I have to talk to people.
Yes. A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot.
Even when it come down, like, even if you know for sure that there's a pop-up shop, there's somebody having a food fest, no matter what, I'm always outside, because you never know who you're going to run into. Literally, you never know. You might go out here to this event and you just going out here just to, but chill then out. You see, right. And then, but someone might see you and you never know. You might have a whole fan out here. They be like, oh, you KeKe. Oh, well, yeah. Can we get a picture? Cool. Let's go ahead and get a picture, So it's just like, it's those type of things that, I'm saying, when it actually goes out, because that also letting you know that people are watching.
Yeah. I say that all the time.
People are
always watching. You may not see them, but people will always watching. Always. So that's some good food for thought, for real. So are you still in the food industry? Or are you just strictly doing media?
No, I'm just strictly media.
Okay. Do you miss it? Do you miss being in the food industry?
Maybe. I guess because now it's just like once I found my purpose and my goal and then what I'm supposed to do, it's just more like this is home. This is home. Not only that, you guys, but good, awesome news. We actually out here, well, because I'm in Houston, you guys, Houston, Texas. Not only that, but we actually just became one of the top medias out here in Houston as well.
Nice.
Yes. I actually just got the email. I want to say probably like last week sometime, but yes, Mediocre. They actually picked up. Like I said, you guys, no matter the time frame, you just have to stay consistent, and you just have to
go up.
Go.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Don't give up. There's gonna be times when you want to, because I had my moments too. So I'm like, okay, I need a team. You know, in my mind, it's still more like I need a team. I need, it's too much. I need a team. But at the same time, God is saying, you got it. So it's just like I understand, but but at the same time, the more and more as I go along, my work progresses. Not only that, but it gets, when I look at certain stuff, I'm like, oh, I can make that just a little sharper. So it's all about you learning, and in order for you to build a team, sometimes you have to go through the things that the team have to go through in order for you to be a leader. So
and I'm glad that you say that, because how can you be an effective leader if you don't know the different roles that you need people in place? Because if you've never edited anything, how do you know if it looks good or not? How do you know what type of editor you need? If you've never, went out and had a conversation and been the face in front of the camera, how can you tell somebody what you want, how you want the interview to go? Or if you've never been to any event, how can you tell somebody how to shoot it, like how it's supposed to go?
Right.
So we say all that to say, and this is your food for thought, do all the work, different levels. If you need a virtual assistant, be your own virtual assistant. If you need a content creator, create your own content. If you need someone to go and record some content outside of the house, do that. That way you'll know what it takes, and then you'll be able to get the person that's supposed to be in that particular role for you and your team. Yep. Look, this has been good, man. This has been amazing. This has been a great conversation. You guys have been listening to another episode of Kickin' It with KeKe, life, love, and all that shit. I am joined with Raven, aka Dream, and she has been talking about food for thought. We just wrapped up the media part. So I like to ask this question to all of my guests. It's called On a Personal Note. So on a personal note, what would your now self tell your younger self about being in the media space, or just showing up every day, or something that we actually just talked about?
I would tell my younger self, everything that you went through or about to go through is all part of the person who you are meant to be now, like today. No matter what, keep going. Life's a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Life be life and right. But like no matter what, just know that for sure, everything that you're going through, the everything that you're going to go through, the paths, the storms, and everything that's going to come your way, it is going to build you for the person that who you are meant to be.
I love that. Man, that's like, I done asked a lot of people this question, but that's like one of my favorite answers. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Before we get out of here, tell the people what's next for you. I know you got the 1 year anniversary coming up. What else you got going up that you can share?
That I can share. Okay, so you guys, yes, my 1 year anniversary is coming up. It'll be September the 22nd. It's going to be a big showcase. When I tell you, I have some top artists, amazing top artists out here that's known in Houston, Texas, that's going to be performing as well. Not only that, you guys, but mark this down, you guys. and I'm gonna keep saying this. I wrote it down. We are the next BET. We are the next MTV. We are the next big thing that is coming to a screen near you soon. You guys claiming it, putting it in the atmosphere right now, touching the green. Y'all touching the green. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Yes.
Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Drop a comment. You know, hey, anything, you guys, anything. Not only that, but I'm also wishing prosper, wellness, not only that, financial abundance, all of that good stuff towards you guys, man. Number good energy, number good energy. That's what Dream House TV is all about. Not only that, man, make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow. Man,
Yes.
look, hey, kicking in with KeKe, you guys. She's the bomb. She's the bomb.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So since you plugged everything, tell the people how to find you though, how to connect, where you at, where you hanging out.
Okay, cool. So of course, Instagram, Dream House TV, Dream House _TV 22. You can also follow me on Facebook at Dream House TV. My personal page, Raven Collins, it should have Dream in parentheses. YouTube, you guys, make sure y'all go and hit me there. TikTok, I was on there, but I'm not on TikTok anymore. It's just too much. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, you guys, man, y'all can, that's where we at. Not only that, but also Google me, Raven Collins, or just Google Dream House TV. We'll pop up.
She said Google me. Okay, I love it. I love it. Listen, all of Raven's information will be in the show notes. So I will have all of her information. You can connect with her if you're in the Houston area, as well as Louisiana, because she'll travel all over, you know, wherever. If you need her, just hit her up. All of the information will be provided for you. Any food for thought that you want to leave the listeners to before you go?
All was good, y'all. It is I is me, Dream, host, CEO, founder of Dream House TV, where dreams do come true. That is our logo. If you believe it, so do we. And with that being said, man, y'all continue to prosper, continue to grow. Go for what you know. Go for your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, because you can. And just like that.
And that's a mic drop moment. Listen, until next time, you guys be blessed. You know, stay true to who you are. Show up for you. Don't worry about those numbers. Be true to who you are. Stop saying no new friends. Go in the room if God opened his doors, because he can open the doors, but if you don't walk in there, then you're just doing yourself a disservice and you forfeiting your purpose as well as the blessings that he has for you. Know that your gifts will make room for you. So stop saying, I don't know, I'm gonna wait, I can't. Don't be afraid, because you block your blessings by being afraid. God did not give us the spirit of fear. So make sure that you exercise your faith every day, show up every day, and, you know, follow us, man. Places. We going places. But thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, myself, as well as Dream House TV. Until next time, purple hugs. Later.
Later, you guys.